you my teammate, I'm not thinking you coming with that energy no matter how much shit we talking. No matter what. No matter what. You my teammate. You hit me like we didn't know each other. You feel me? That ain't it. That ain't it. Where we from, yeah, you gonna put your hands up no matter if somebody walk up on you. I get that. But you in the NBA practice, you ain't even thinking twice that's happening. At all.
And IT followed up by saying,
yep. All I'm saying is that you ain't responding with a punch. You see what I'm saying? Take it back. This is essential. And shouts out to my boy Mike. He getting married today. Nah, I mean, congratulations, Mike, and his beautiful wife. All I'm saying is that you ain't responding with a punch if that's somebody you really rock with, especially after a push. But I ain't in the practice. I didn't hear what was said, so I'm going to leave it alone. But damn. Then you got Kendrick Perkins saying, beyond being a sucker move, Draymond needs to know what he did to Jordan Poole as a man, the Warriors, and as a team in his own legacy. Leadership is more than holding your teammates accountable. You got to check yourself too. Carry on. So a lot of people was chiming in on it. Trey Young said, Draymond is really trying to get traded to LA. Damn. Well, he's saying Draymond is trying to get to LA. Damn. So Trey Young even came out and spoke on it. Then you got Evan Fournier talking about there is no way you can get back to being teammates after a punch like that. What? What? Teammates, man, they gonna have to have a real good heart to heart. Evan Fournier said, question, do you consider this a sucker punch? Here's Ja Morant saying his eyes are wide open. Right? Ja Morant. Then it says, how in the hell was that Draymond Green Jordan Poole video leaked? Reggie Miller spoke out on it. He wasn't the first. That's an in-house video. Damn, this sound like what I said in my video, wasn't it? Man, they better get some heads rolling. Y'all are the world champs and y'all have an inside snitch? So not cool. So he brought up the fact that what I brought up yesterday. That was the story to me, more than the punch, is who upstairs leaked the video. This is an in-house video. Same thing I said yesterday, wasn't it? Reggie Miller has the same insights on it. Richard Jefferson comes out and says the same thing. I fired the entire video staff. I fired my entire video staff. Fire whoever leaked that video. Got a whole bunch of mofos who can't be trusted. Everybody wrong. As soon as Dre started walking, somebody was supposed to get in front of him. That's exactly what I said. Looks like the video guys and support staff got more heart than some of them chumps on the sidelines. Exactly. When Dre started walking up, nobody jumped in front of him. And I was like, man, that's weird. Nobody jumped in front of him even after the push. When he pushed Draymond, nobody really jumped in there. And they standing right there. The same thing I said in my video. So I know I'm not crazy when I'm looking at it and saying, this is the problems I see. Well, let's see what else happened. How much of that bag was released to release that video to TMZ? Who said that? Let me go back and see that. At the David West. Justin Anderson said, how much was that bag to release that video to TMZ? I'm taking all guesses. It ain't gonna be worth your job. That's all I'm saying. That video that you released ain't gonna be worth your job. No more forgive and forget. Only remember and teach. Hella. I'll say this. Fighting happens. Fighting in practice happens. Fighting in games happen. There's no way anyone wins a championship without some fight in them. It's always happened. Stop overreacting. That was Ezeli. Now, Ezeli, former teammate, so he's going to go along with what's going on. He's going to be looking at it with biased eyes. So he's talking about fighting happening in practice, which is true. It does. But if you're somebody on the outside looking in, like I'm saying, fights do happen in practice. But you don't get punched like that. Like that was vicious because we could see it. So the video crew, to me, take more Jake Paul. Well, he's Jake Paul. Draymond got $10 million for you to get in the ring on the next most valuable promotions pay-per-view. Who do you want? So, I'm talking about some, I got $10 million for you to get in the ring on his next boxing thing. Yeah. Jake Paul promoting. Doing what he's supposed to do, right? So, you got Flight talking about Draymond a menace.
On a more serious note, I just saw the video of Draymond at practice.
That's Kelsey Plum.
The Warriors, and I have thoughts. One of my biggest things is like, I'm not condoning anything, but there is no such thing as privacy anymore. And it's gotten to a point where, man, we just air out everybody's dirty laundry. Everybody's dirty laundry just for some clicks. Like, we all don't have problems of our own. Like, what happened to being sacred, keeping it in the locker room, keeping it in the family, keeping it in the relationship? Like, golly, I just, for me, like, you know, in life, things are gonna get heated, relationships are gonna get tough, we're gonna make mistakes, but man, like, we just gotta film everything, share everything, tell everything. Like, it's like vomit. It's, to me, it's disgusting.
You know, somebody who did that had to be sitting up top. So whoever did it was sitting on top. So this is somebody they trusted because it was from an upper view. When whoever filmed that video and put it out there. Now, if this is somebody you love and trust, this ain't something you gonna want to be doing.
I've never been in a fight with a teammate. Stop asking. Never have. Never got that mad as a teammate. We had arguments, and it happens in practice, right? But not to the young guys. Me and Draymond had a little conversation about something else last night, about some other issue we had, and to clear some stuff up between me and him. But I told him he got to go to Poole and fix that if he want to fix it. Jordan Poole don't benefit from this at all. And there's no reason to sucker punch a young fella, you know what I'm saying? But I told Draymond last night, he got to fix that situation with Poole. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't benefit from it at all. He got to be the big bro and go over there and tell her, bro, look, I spazzed out. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. But you never hit the little homies like that in practice. All your teammates, man. You never do that. I've never done that, bro. Never done that. And you get into it, it happens sometimes y'all get into it, but the young fella, nah, you don't do that.
Michael Rappaport said,
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Draymond Green was calling Jordan Poole everything. Every curse, every derogatory term you could probably think of. He probably was doing it last season. You ain't this, you ain't that, you B-word this, you sucker this, your mom's this, look at your stupid mustache, everything. And Jordan Poole was probably saying a couple of things back. And then Draymond Green probably called him the B-word, the same B-word that ran Durant out of Golden State. And Jordan Poole pushed him away, as you should when you're getting called every single thing in the book. Probably this has been going on for months. Talking about his mustache, everything like that. Soft, light-skinned, Albie Shore, R&B looking, all that. And then Draymond Green sucker punches his teammate, who's probably 30 to 40 pounds lighter than him, and 5 to 6 inches shorter than him. And it's an unprecedented punch in the face, because when Steven Adams was in your grill, Draymond Green, you kicked him in the nuts. LeBron James and all them, you were kicking people. You're a dick kicker. But you punch a 6'3" dude who looks like an R&B singer. And Draymond Green gets away with verbally abusing referees more than I've ever seen in the NBA. Night after night after night. And they let it go because it's Draymond, because it's the Warriors, because it's Draymond. Now what are you going to do? Trade him to Indiana. Remember just a few months ago? Remember during the finals how bad he played, and then he finally stepped up and had a good Draymond Green game in the last 2 games? And now you're punching your teammates in the face when their hands are down? Straight sucker punch on some sucker ass shit.
and lastly, Iggy said, what we not gonna do is talk crazy about my young.
Yeah, he said, we ain't gonna talk crazy about my young fella. Miss me with all that other stuff. And this family business. So, you know, everybody who own the team or deal with teams, this is what they do. Teammates fight. Thanks, Cali girl. Teammates fight. This is what they do. Yeah, so I got a wedding to get ready to go to. Like I said, Mike and Val, congratulations again on getting married. Yep, so congratulations on your wedding. I never could understand for the life of me how certain people did certain things. Like it was very bizarre to me how like certain things were being portrayed, whether it's media or what have you. I never saw anything that had something to do with everyone else, being roped in or being tied into a situation. The the whole scope of it to me is pretty, what I would say, damning. No, there are a lot of people who make observations about certain things and they're very unsure about it. I never was one of those people. I never felt like, okay, I need to make this observation about this, or this is an observation I need to make about this subject here, or right, granted. I never was that human being. I never was that human being. I tell you my thoughts on it. That's it. So when I saw Jordan Poole actually get cracked in the face, I said, well, damn, where's the love? Because the way the punch was described to me, like, oh, man, it wasn't nothing, man. He went back and did shoot arounds. It was nothing. So I'm like, oh, okay, it was nothing then. Then you see the punch, when you can visually see it, it's more damning. This is what happened with Ray Rice. Ray Rice's situation was already, he didn't lie to the NFL about anything. Everything he said was accurate to the video and everything that he did. The NFL gave him a little pat on the wrist. Then when the video was leaked to TMZ, after he already had his verdict, they came out and came after him again, which is basically double jeopardy. You can't do that. So the NFL, he had to take them to court because they basically barred him from the NFL. They made him the scapegoat for their, slap on the wrist, mentality of how they dealt with those situations. So they had to make him the example. So the people that's actually visually seeing this, now when they saying, oh, this is nothing, it's a little slap on the wrist, it's nothing, this is team stuff, we'll get over it. Now you're gonna have people a little outraged. And they're gonna be a little turned off now. More even than they was at Draymond Green. They're gonna push it, they're going to perpetuate that man did something wrong. He's gonna do a whole bunch of things that is not status quo. And push a whole new narrative. Right. It don't have to exist. All you have to do is basically just say something. Because that's what everybody else is doing. They're just saying things. So when you got people that's just saying things, this is the new reality. People are emotional prisoners. I told you yesterday, look at all the clips. What was happening with all the clips? In all the clips, you saw what? You saw Draymond doing what he do. You saw you saw everything there is. Now, I'm not one to jump the gun, in other words. You know, people get so excited, they jump the gun and they start saying things they shouldn't say. We already know what this thing is in and out. We don't know what words was said or what it was about, but if the punch to some people think it's something personal that has been brewing. Now, what they really gonna have a problem with is a person that they already declaring that they have a problem with, all by statement, is your boy Chris Haynes. Chris Haynes is gonna have to start explaining some things, a few things. In actuality, Chris Haynes is gonna have to explain well, to make it simple, Chris Haynes is gonna have to explain what it is that he's doing that made him post that story that we all went with, because Chris Haynes is the one that really put it out there to the world. Right? Absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's a mama's boy coming out of Draymond. I mean, my cousin is married to his father, but I don't know how Mr. Green is very is very in his ways. He don't like to be called he don't like to be called Draymond Sr. or anything like that. He likes to be called Mr. Green. 100% Mr. Green. So he's a very nice human being, but I wouldn't challenge him. I wouldn't challenge Mr. Green. Now, I never understood it. Well, of course, anybody get punched now, they're going to Steve Kerr, and asking Steve about it. This stuff was supposed to stay in house. As I told you, teammates fight all the time. So what was more alarming to me was the fact that was about when Steph made his statement. When Steph spoke to the world, you know what Steph Curry said? Steph Curry said, I'm finna eliminate that narrative that Poole was suffering from championship-itis. Because that's one of the exactly. But with Chris Poole is somebody they trust. Chris Poole is someone that they have in their house that they trust very, very much so. They trust this man with all of their heart. No matter what was said or done. This was already done. Oh no, we're not talking about Gil no more. Oh no, Roberts. We done with that. That's done and done. So, right, I've taken videos away. We threw with all that stuff, man. That's all gone. You ain't gonna be hearing no Gil stuff over here. It's through and through. It was tired any damn way. But I'm somebody that don't need the drama 24/7. Feel me? So no. Nobody got me scared. I just don't need the drama. You see? Fear is not why I act. I act when you just don't give a damn no more. When you don't need it. Like, I don't need it. I don't need to. It's not like my content isn't built on Gilbert. Like that's not like me breaking the bank. It's talking about him. I can care less. Well, all you gotta do is go check my top earning videos or top most popular videos. You won't see him there. Sorry. It's entertainment for you guys. But I'm through with it. Been done. I told y'all then. That was my last video. So that was my last video. I'm not mentioning nothing else. Through. Because was bored with it. And it's just the same thing every night, and you're making him bigger. So okay, real guy. We'll see. Well, that's what ESPN and everybody there. Kerr is the head coach. So the Michael Jordan punch is trickling down all the way to Steve Kerr. Chris Haynes is the one that gave the insight to everything that was happening basically there. Trying to take up for Draymond Green's side of the story. It appeared, because it was all favoring Draymond, saying that Poole has been, and other teammates was glad Draymond did what he did, and all of these different things. Now, Chris Haynes is somebody that came up basically around the Golden State Warriors. So for him to say something like this is very damning. It's very damning. Mm-mm-mm. Who leaked the video? Is somebody in their video staff. Somebody who's paid to record practice. Somebody who they trusted while they recorded everything. That's who leaked it out. That's their problem. That's what they got to deal with. That's going to be their life, their situation. Well, it is what it isn't. But the narratives never changed, meaning that everyone involved knew the situation or what it, stood for, what it represented, and they're making it bigger than what it is. See, Draymond has been this crusader for new media content. No more now the Stephen A. Smiths and all those guys are going to be dictating what the media is going to be. Now athletes will be taking their own they're going to be taking their own thing by the hand. Right? They're going to be you don't know. Look, that's teammates. Things get hot, but you can't react like that. Can't go off the rails. If you ain't going to punch nobody on the court, you don't punch them in practice. But it's bigger than that. Don't you see why Stephen A. Smith and everybody's piling on Draymond? And the way it is, every clip you've seen about Draymond, didn't you see it? Draymond was the one that was all angry, yelling at a call on the court. A call on the court now. He's yelling at a call on the court. And they coming at him. Now let that sink in. Over a call on the court. He's arguing over fouls and non-calls. And they're trying to make it look like he's the angry black man that's out of control. They're painting that narrative. No, I'm just out of the. No, man. Look, I have no time for drama. I got too much stuff to deal with to be dealing with drama. Nah. It's like I understand. So. Well, I guess we'll see in the end then. But otherwise, I haven't really cared too much what public opinion has to say about something that I do. So, no. What's up, Kennedy? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. The whole season and the NBA? Jeez. Great. Just great. Now I'm getting things ready, man, for this wedding. Yeah, I'm glad. My friend's getting married. He's happy. No. Nothing has been said. Nothing has been more further from the truth. Just trying to stay above the fray, but you see the play that's actually going on here. They're actually playing on the fact that Draymond's a villain. He's a bad guy. They're giving out bad guy vibes, right? And why are they giving out bad guy vibes? Because they want you to look at him as a bad guy. Now, somebody leaked that video. Because if that was an attempt to make Draymond look bad, not only do you do that, you embarrass Poole. So I don't know if this is something the team did or somebody in staff thought this would be a good idea to do. But it wasn't. I wouldn't say all that. Well, I've never done any infractions. So I don't know what you're talking about. No, I never really did anything of that nature. All I did was go at it the way that I chose to go at it. Now, if they want to go ahead and take another route, then that would be on them. But when no one has been deemed or, put in a position where all of these things are plausible, it is what it is. But no, I didn't. People said DX is coming back, and I'm like, at this point, it's like that's getting old and stale. So if they got a new DX, then we could talk about that. No, not really. I chose to go in a different route than others. You could say that. But other than that, not really. Yeah, it's whoever did this decided to target Draymond Green. That was the main purpose. He was the intended target out of this whole thing. Is let's go after Draymond. Why they intended to do that, I have no idea. I don't know why they went the direction they did. You have what, 17 different people making observations that they shouldn't be making. No, it didn't. It didn't seem normal to me. So when people wanted to go down that trope, um, like some people said, man, I didn't like the way Maria Taylor did an interview with Lamar Jackson, and I'm like, I found nothing wrong with the interview. Why they got to be sleeping together for? Do you see that if a white girl went down there, a white guy went down there, and he just chilling, going over place. People hadn't even watched the interview. They see a black woman in there with a black player, and she's married with children. She's happy. She's fine. But they were talking sports. He was just comfortable. Well, they're going to do anything they can. Mm-hmm. Wipe my eyes? More than that, bro. More than wiping my eyes. I have to focus on this wedding. No, the world is pretty much in control of that decision, but I wasn't around yesterday, so I didn't go live yesterday. Yesterday, the Chicago Bulls invited me out, showed me a good time. I was at the preseason game against the Nuggets. They want me to get season tickets. So they brought me in to see, brought in wined and dined all the big time ballers. Jesus Christ. They took me to where Beyonce actually had a birthday party in Chicago at. And my goodness, they gave us the best food in the world. I said, man, I got roast beef, scallops. I'm tearing this roast beef up. I'm keep it going. I was like, this the way to get me to get tickets. Fix me a plate. I'm sitting there a Piston fan. Now I'm like, and they know I'm a Piston fan. I'm like, you know I'm a Piston fan. I need Pistons games. No, everybody in there fighting over like, now do I get the Nets, the Lakers? Now I gotta have a Laker game. I'm like, Laker game. I want Pistons game. Man. So they really trying to close in on me, man, for these deals. For these tickets. It's crazy. No, I'm not getting married. Nah, my buddy Mike is. That was my former roommate, man, from years ago. One of my homies, the Ninja. Ninja is getting married. He always wanted to get married. That was his thing. Ninja wanted to get married. Nothing else was on his table. That was it. He wanted to be married. Mm-hmm. Well, Jordan Poole, oh man, the Warriors they gonna have to pay him now. But if he got a stipulation in the contract to say, I don't want to play with Draymond, Draymond might be gone next year. The only reason Draymond is on this team is Steph Curry. The only reason he is on the Golden State Warriors is Steph Curry. If it wasn't for Steph, he would have been off there a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I know. So I gotta start preparing. So let me do that and get out all y'all way and let y'all get on to with y'all day. Cause I gotta start getting wedding prepared. One.